Walking down the morning lane, footsteps echo, who remains? Mirror shows a stranger's face, looking for what's always been in place. Chasing shadows on the wall, running fast to catch them all. But the runner and the run dissolve before they've begun. Tea grows cold upon the sill, while the seeker climbs the hill. Every stone and every tree, whispering you're already free. The treasures in the looking. Every question that you're asking is the answer softly laughing. Round and round the garden goes, but the gardener never knows that the flowers and the weeds are dancing to the same heartbeat. Teachers come with maps and books, pointing fingers, knowing looks. But the secret that they tell is the echo in your shell. Libraries of ancient thoughts, selling wisdom never bought, while the beggar on the street makes the circle feel complete. London rain on window panes, spelling out forgotten names. Every drop that's ever fallen has been you that's always calling. Stop, listen. Who's the one who's listening? Wait, breathe. Who's the one believing? The seeker seeks the seeking. The finder finds the finding. The dreamer dreams the dreaming. But who's behind the hiding? Carnival of thoughts parade through the mind that time has made. But the watcher of the show has no place to come or go. Sunset paints the river gold, stories that will not be told. Every ripple on the stream is awakening from the dream. Seeker walked 1,000 miles through the valleys, over styles, only to discover there was no distance anywhere. Oh, seeker, stop your seeking. The treasures in the breaking. Every answer that you're grasping slips away like wind through grass. And round the question spins, but it never really wins. 'Cause the asker and the ask are reflections of the past. Round and round, no garden goes. Round and round, but no one speaks. Morning comes, the seeker's gone. Nothing left but light of dawn. Footprints fade, but not the ground where no path was ever found. Cup of tea still steaming there. Empty chair, an empty stare. But the emptiness is full of the love that can't be pulled. Garden grows without a hand. Flowers bloom throughout the land. Seeker saw but never was, only seeking because. Oh, seeker, you were seeking what was never really speaking. Every journey that you traveled left the mystery unraveled. Home was where you started from. Home is where you'll always come. But there's nowhere left to go when you finally let it flow. Round and round, the garden grows. Round and round, nobody knows. Round and round, the seeker sees. Round and round, walking down the morning lane. Footsteps echo, but who remains? Maps are spread across the floor, leading to a locked front door. Every route that's ever drawn fades before the early dawn. Compass spins but finds no north. Pilgrims setting boldly forth, follow trails that disappear into what they thought they'd fear. Ancient stones mark no direction, mirror pools show no reflection. Where the path was meant to be, only grass grows wild and free. Walking on the pathless path where footsteps leave no aftermath. Every step you think you take is the ground that starts to shake. There's no way to where you're going, 'cause the going is the knowing, and the knowing has no name in this ever-changing game. Teachers point with weathered hands toward the promised holy lands, but their fingers curl around empty air above the ground. Signposts lean in every way, this way up and don't delay. But the writing's washing clean in the April Scottish rain. Mountain peaks that seem so clear vanish when you venture near. What you thought you had to climb was a shadow cast by time. Stop looking for the way, there's no way to find. Stop seeking for the path, it was never there behind. The walker walks the walking, the seeker seeks the seeking. But who's the one who's watching this beautiful deceiving? Travelers from distant shores knock on 1,000 doors. Every threshold that they cross teaches them about their loss. Not the loss of what they had, not the loss that makes them sad, but the losing of the one who believed the journey begun. Pathless path beneath their feet, where the earth and sky both meet. In the space between two thoughts, where nothing's sold and nothing's bought. Dancing on the pathless path where questions lose their aftermath. Every step that's never made is the ground where love is laid. There's no way where you are, 'cause you're closer than a star, and the darkness has no shame in this ever-loving game. Crossroads where four paths converge, standing on the grassy verge. But the choice was never real. All roads lead to what you feel. Pathless path beneath your door. You were walking it before. Birth and death and all between are the places you have been. No departure, no arrival, just this moment's sweet survival. In the space where paths all end and beginnings start to bend. Living on the pathless path where future and both will reach the past. Every breath you've ever drawn is the place you're walking on. There's no way and that's the way. Night dissolving in today. ourselves away into this eternal day. Where you stand is where you've always been. The pathless path. This morning, looked into the glass, saw a familiar stranger staring back. Asked her name, but she couldn't say. Just a reflection that fades away. Walking through London, faces everywhere. But when you look closely, what do you see? Just consciousness playing at you and me. Look around, look around. Tell me what you found. Is there anybody here? Or just the sound of nothing appearing? Nobody exists, but the music plays on. Nobody's singing, but we sing along. Nobody's dancing, but the world keeps spinning. Nobody's losing and nobody's winning. Everybody's nobody, nobody's somebody. Can you feel the freedom in this beautiful party? Nobody exists, but love keeps flowing through this emptiness. Na na na, nobody's there. Na na na, everywhere. Na na na, can you see? Na na na, we're all free.
Parliament sits with important decisions while the Thames keeps flowing through all their revisions. Ministers talking, but listen real close. Just thoughts appearing, then fading like ghosts. Children are playing in Hyde Park today, laughter and shouting their innocent way. But peek behind curtains of giggles and tears. Nobody's been here for millions of years. The queen on her throne, the beggar below. Both are just characters in consciousness show. High and low status, rich and poor. Just custom changes, nothing more.
Around, look around. What a joyful sound. All this life appearing here without anybody to interfere. Nobody exists, but the music plays on. Nobody's singing, but we sing along. Nobody's dancing, but the world keeps spinning. Nobody's losing and nobody's winning. Everybody's nobody, nobody's somebody. Can you feel the freedom in this beautiful party? Nobody exists, but love keeps flowing through this emptiness. Na na na, nobody's there. Na na na, everywhere. Na na na, can you see? Na na na, we're all free. Stop and notice who's doing the noticing. Wait and listen. Who's doing the listening? The observer observes the observing. The thinker thinks the thinking. The dreamer dreams the dreaming. But nobody's really doing anything. Just pure awareness, playing hide and seek with itself.